that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights, nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Herbert's pass.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And this will be a Jaguars first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Thornton. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Herbert now. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. And on the ground they go with the running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Crusaders 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. First throw now for the backup lock. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Jacksonville.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half #1. 2nd and 14. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The kick.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Jaguars 14. Crusaders 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something to see.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chason. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays.
He's got him in, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their running savvy. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24. Crusaders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle, looking at each other.
Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for a field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
When this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully, and I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And it will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. He'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they give this time to the tailback.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Herbert on 3rd down now. Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 23.
This is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Good.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Herbert on 1st down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. From the left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Raiders 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Tonight's final score.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.